Hey, sister. How are you feeling in your body today? Welcome back to the Period Whisperer podcast. I am your perimenopause and hormone guide, your period whisperer, and your sister from another Mr. Bria Gad. Anyway, it's so great. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm really excited to talk about two really important questions that every woman needs to ask themselves that really is the key to understanding your first steps to weight loss or energy gain or better sleep or just overall more spark in life when you're in the hormonally shifting years of perimenopause and menopause and beyond. And they're really, really important questions. And they start, the story of it really starts from probably my biggest pet peeve, which is wasting time. I hate wasting time. I hate wasting other people's time. I hate when people waste my time. And I especially hate when I spend time doing something that doesn't get results. And, when I was in the depths of my hormonal chaos, which really kicked off for me around 37, I mean, if I understood how to listen to the whispers of my body, I'm sure I would have started to hear things at least a year earlier and wouldn't have reached chaos. That's really the goal here, right? That's the point of the Period Whisperer podcast, is for you to understand and hear the whispers so that they don't turn into screams and leave you laying awake in sweats in the middle of the night, or gaining weight that you don't deserve to gain, or just overall feeling super frustrated or anxious or hot flashes in life, right? That brain fog or that fatigue that really keeps you from living and doesn't have to be here. You can absolutely release weight, build muscle, feel freaking awesome. I cannot guarantee that you will always sleep through every night. I can't guarantee that. But I know that you can have much improved sleep and better energy in these years, and all of the things that I know we desire and that we need in order to thrive in our life. And when I was in the depths of my hormonal chaos, I really was working out 6 days a week for sure, about 45 minutes each day minimum. And not only did I sort of what felt like I gained 15 pounds just overnight and was having all of these other symptoms, but I'm doing this work and I'm trying to cut calories, or I'm testing out intermittent fasting, or I'm not even, I'm drinking this bulletproof coffee. I'm doing all of these things and I am not seeing any change. Like, there was a period of a few years where I really only wore leggings because of how uncomfortable I felt in any other pair of pants because of what was going on in my body. And it really stemmed from where my hormones were at. So I wanted to share with you two really important questions and give you the context around them so you can ask them for yourself, which is absolutely going to open up the path for you to start healing. Once I understood what was going on in my body, and listen, I have worked in the health and wellness industry for about 14 years now. I am fully aware of the fact that because I've worked, because this is a part of my career, it means I get to focus on these things and I geek out on these things. I don't want you, who might not be in the health and wellness industry, to have to spend hours and hours and hours and 3 certifications and a hormone specialization and gut health specialization later to find out how to efficiently get this done. This is what girlfriends do for each other, right? We learn the expertise, we find a way to improve ourselves in whatever way that is, and we share the heck out of that information with our friends so that they can get there faster if it makes sense for them, right? This is one of my most favorite things. I feel like I've thought about this ever since I was in my 20s, and you'd be at a bar and you'd go into the bathroom and you'd spend 10 minutes in the bathroom being like, I really love your shoes, or I really love that outfit. And someone would always be like, oh, I got it here and I got it here on a sale. And it was one of my favorite things about women, is just how happy we are to share what is good and help each other out that way. So this is me giving you the goods the fastest, easiest way. So there are 2 questions you really need to ask yourself. 1, are my hormones imbalanced? And no, you don't need to get tested to know this. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to do that. And the second one is, am I feeling okay, but I'm not getting results from my workouts, or I should feel better, right? If the answer to number one is yes, and here's how you know, are my hormones imbalanced? If you're in this perimenopause window, if you're over 35, is what I'm going to tell you. If you're over 35 and you are gaining weight without expecting to, especially around the belly, if you are waking up in the middle of the night, especially between 2 and 4 a.m., or struggling to fall asleep, or feeling exhausted first thing in the morning, if you're not hungry first thing in the morning and then you're starving all afternoon, if you have intense cravings, if you are having night sweats or hot flashes or fatigue, or that dog tired feeling in the afternoon, when it's like you have tunnel vision almost, you're just so tired, or the brain fog where you like literally can't remember what you were going to say a minute ago. If you are suddenly having PMS symptoms that are much more significant than you're used to, those are all really clear indicators that you are imbalanced in your hormones. Okay. And you don't need to go get blood work done to figure that one out. I recommend we always do. It's always good to go to your healthcare practitioner once a year. But I can tell you right now, if you're experiencing these things, especially if you're trying to feel better and it's not working, you know that you are there. Now, the other thing is, if you are feeling okay, because there's this period, right? Some of us aren't in total chaos. Some of you are feeling okay, but just not great. Or you're working out every day like I was, and you're not getting like if you're working out, you should be getting results, period, end of discussion. And I'm going to say this with the stamp of being a certified personal trainer. I mean, working out, we all know, is really good for the mental health and everything and all blah, blah, blah. But if you are not actually getting results from your fitness, your fitness shouldn't be there just to hold off the crappy food you want to eat. It really should be there to give you the results in your body you're going for, better cardiovascular, actual like muscle development. I mean, creating muscle, especially in our perimenopause and menopause years, is so important for fat burning, but also just for overall protection. It's like arming your body with armor. It's arming your body with armor. You're putting on something that's protecting you from aging, really, and anything else. So it's really important that you are actually getting results from your fitness. If you're not getting results, something is amiss. And what we know is, if you're in category 1, where your hormones are imbalanced, working out or dieting, like calorie restriction, will actually shift you into fat storage, into fat burning. So in other words, you're wasting your time, which again is where my big pet peeve came into play. I hate wasting my time. I just hate it. It makes me so angry and frustrated. And an angry, frustrated Bria is never a good one. Just ask the people who know and love me. So, and I know you feel that too. You don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling of being frustrated with myself because I'm frustrated, and I do not like wasting time. So if you're in category 1, you have to heal your hormone imbalance before you can even feel better or sleep through the night or have like balanced nutrition without cravings. And those are requirements for weight loss, right? Those are kind of like first checklist tick boxes in order for you to have weight loss. In the second category, if you're just not getting results from your fitness, we need to further ask ourselves, am I working out in a phase-based cycle? Am I doing my workouts and my nutrition in line with my hormone rhythm? Whether you bleed or not, this is a really powerful thing. I know for me, it used to feel like I would progress for 2 weeks, like my period would finish, and then I would like go all in on these workouts and nutrition. I'd feel really great. And then all of a sudden something would shift, and it would be like I'd regress. I'd suddenly be so hungry. I'd have all these crazy cravings. I'd be way more tired, and I wouldn't be able to get through my workouts at that capacity. So it was like I would gain and lose the same 5 pounds every single month, or 2 pounds or 10, whatever it is for you, right? So if you're someone who is gaining and losing the same, you're not getting results, you're feeling like you're crushing it half the month and regressing the other half, then you know you're in this second phase. If you're not in the hormone imbalance, you're over here. And here's the thing. So that you don't waste time, If you're not sure which one of these you are, I created a free quiz that I want to encourage you to go and take right now. It will take you less than 2 minutes. It is 6 questions, and it is the fastest way I can help you understand which one of these is what category you're falling into, so that I can then give you some really awesome free resources to get you started down the right path. I'll give you the most important podcast episodes that are going to be really relevant to you, because this is episode 154. So I don't want you to have to listen to them all unless you want to. Let's get you to the ones that are the most important. And also like the first tools, a guide or a checklist that's going to be perfect for you where you're at. Once we shift out of hormone imbalance, we actually get to shift into that other phase of, okay, now I need to, in order to get results from my fitness, in order to have the energy I want to have, in order to be more productive at work, in order to understand my libido so it doesn't just disappear on me, then we want to learn how to be syncing with our cycle. When we do that, that's when the extra magic happens. So go and take that quiz. Just pause me right now and go take that quiz. It'll be in the show notes down below. Swipe up, take the quiz real quick, get it done. These are the 2 most important questions that you ask yourself. If you don't ask yourself these questions, you're always going to feel really confused about why you are feeling the way you're feeling. And these really are the doorways, like those little choose your own adventure gateways, so that you understand what the best path is for you, so you stop wasting time. Because again, I don't think I'm the only one here. If you also hate wasting time, please send me an Instagram DM, an email, a Facebook message, whatever. Send me a message and tell me that you also despise that. And it's not just because I have so much to do all the time. I mean, I do, but I think it's also because I want downtime when it's time for downtime. And I like to see progress. There's something really powerful in feeling like you're progressing or like you accomplished something. So there's a lot of reasons why it drives us crazy. But send me a message and let me know, and ask yourself these 2 questions. Go and take the quiz if you're a little confused, so I can get you on the right path to healing, and so that you don't have to waste any more time. At the time of this recording, it is mid-November, and I know from being a mom now for about 15 years that heading into the holiday season, especially for women, means now we need to buy a whole bunch more gifts. We need to go to more events. We need to, wrap all of those gifts. We need to think about gifts. We need to ship them off to our family that doesn't live. We have way more to do and no extra time to do it. So let's not waste time as we head into this phase of the year. The last thing I want to say to you, though, is if you know right now that you are in it, if you're in the hormonal chaos, if you fall into that category 1 question, if the answer to number 1, you take the quiz and the answer to number 1 is yes, my hormones are imbalanced, like I am in it, I'm in hormonal chaos, here's my little insider trading info for you. Swipe up, click on the MIDLIFE MOJO VIP waitlist. Okay, my insider trading info is that in a couple days after this recording launches, this week after this recording goes live, is Black Friday. And there will be a one-time huge Black Friday sale on the MIDLIFE MOJO program, which, if you don't know, is my 90-day program guaranteed to take you from hormone imbalance to results in 90 days. It has live coaching. It has some amazing modules. The cohort that just is wrapping up from September has amazing results. You're going to start to hear some of them on the podcast soon, sharing their story, sharing how they're feeling right now. This is the stuff that is why I do what I do, because I know how amazing we can feel in these years. And there is way too many liars out there in the world telling us that we can't lose weight in perimenopause or menopause. We just can't, or we're just getting older. And I am here to completely debunk that for you and teach you how to feel amazing. So get on that wait list, because it is the only place where I'm going to share a massive Black Friday sale so that you can lock in what you're going for in January, so that you have a plan. It's going to be busy the next 6 weeks. We know this. It's the holidays, and you don't want to be feeling weird about the cookies that you're eating or the parties that you're going to or how much you're drinking. You want to know that you have a really great plan of action to heal yourself starting in January in MIDLIFE MOJO, which guarantees your results. So get on the wait list. I will only be taking 10 people at the VIP price. So make sure you're there. Make sure you're opening those emails. And listen, sister, go take the quiz. No matter what you do, take the free quiz. I've got some great free resources in there. Open those emails too, so that you have it. and send me a message about what your biggest pet peeve is. And if it's like mine, wasting time. Okay. I want you to go out, be more in your life and not just less on a scale. This is your time to shine in midlife. Don't let anybody tell you any different, especially those voices in your head. Come to the podcast. Let me remind you of it and reach out if I can do anything for you. All right, sister, we'll catch you next time.